Hello there. I get emails from people all the time because they're curious about how to install my scripts, and so I went ahead and figured I'd record this little video just to explain it. Basically, this time I went and color-coded my scripts because there's 3 different ways they can be installed, and so now that they're color-coded, I think it'll be more clear how to install them. If you look at the web page, see there's a little legend right here that says which colors do what. Basically, with green, all you have to do is just run the script. With yellow, you might have to actually append like a CVAR to the script when you actually bind it to a key or bind it to a form button. With the red one or orange one, this had so many CVARs in it that I figured the best way to do it was just to be able to write with the form myself, create the little UI for it, and the UI comes with this, in the zip file. So basically, you just install that little UI, and that's what you can be all set. So if you look right here, this one's orange, and so it comes with a UI basically. So that's what the colors mean, and now I'll show how to install them. Okie dokie, so let's go ahead and install a simple one. This one on Bevel, just it's green, so it has no CVARs, so it's pretty easy to install. You just open up the zip file, and then grab the file in there, and go to your C drive, and then document settings, and then your name, and then application data, Loxology, and then the scripts directory. Basically, what's cool about it is that you throw all your scripts in here, and when you go ahead and bind the script to a hotkey or a form button or whatever, all you have to do is just type in the actual file name. You don't have to type in the directories anymore, because it basically just reads this directory and knows it exists and puts that name in there for you. So now we've installed it, go ahead and go into Modo 2, and basically I'll just go ahead and go into the hotkey editor, and I'll pick my hotkey. And I'll just type in unbevel.pl. It's bound to Control-Shift U, and so we'll run it, and it worked. Okie dokie. Now I'll go ahead and do the next one. Next one's yellow, so that means it has CVARs, and as you can see here, there's a whole bunch of CVARs. There's all different kinds of things that it does. So I'll go ahead and open that up, and copy the script, and go to that scripts directory, paste it. Okay, and I'll go ahead and open it up so I can see what the CVARs say. Okay, so you can see I've got a whole big list of what the CVARs do and what their names are and such. So let's go ahead and just toggle wireframe just to, I won't even do it, I'll just copy that. Actually, might as well. Okay. So let's bind a key. I'll do Control or Alt W, I guess. Cool. So it's got the Perl script right there, and then it has the CVAR after it. And some scripts have like a whole bunch of CVARs, so you'll type in, CVAR1 space CVAR2 space CVAR3, and you have to have the exact CVAR name. Like if it's uppercase, you have to use the exact same thing. So I'll go ahead and run it here, and as you can see, it's toggling the wireframes. So that basically tells you how to do that one. Okay, for the third type, I'll go ahead and install SuperTot. You can see that by the orange little icon right here, it comes with its own little UI, and so I'll go ahead and open that. You'll see it has 2 files. That's the actual script, and that's the form. So I'll copy both of those, and I guess I'll just put them right back into the same directory with the scripts. Now, as for the script file itself, it's very important that it's in this directory. Whatever your name is, that's where this directory is going to be. It's important because when I go ahead and create these forms, I create the forms with the buttons assigned to scripts, assuming they're in this directory. So that's why it's important. So now we'll go ahead and install them. The first thing we're going to do is I'll import the config. I'll go to C, document settings, Loxology, scripts, and then the config. And now, if you go into the form editor, you'll now see that it's been imported. And so what you can do now is you can assign it to a key. I use Control T for this. And then now when you hit Control T, it'll fire my little form, and you can go ahead and do, the script. Pretty handy. Okie dokie. Now let's go ahead and look at that form again. And you see how, if you actually look at it, it says it's a style of a pie menu. That means it's a pop-up menu. And of course, there's a whole bunch of stuff in the UI that can be customized. There's like pie menus and sub-menus and pop-ups, and there's all kinds of stuff. But basically, I use two styles. One is where you push a button and it brings the GUI or the UI up on screen, or the other type is where it's a menu just like these that are always there. So let's go ahead and show you how to install one of those. SuperTaught is obviously a pop-up, so let's go get Align Fit. So here's Align Fit. Go ahead and open it. And just like the last one, it's a script file and a form. I'll go ahead and paste those in the same directory. I'll go into modo, and I'll go ahead and import the config again. Config import, and I'll pick Align Fit. And now when we go in here, you'll see that Align Fit's here. You see the little X right there? That means that this form is exported. That's kind of just the name they use, saying that it's illegal to show this form in one of these normal windows. And the way you get it is this. Let's go ahead and just convert this window to it, I guess, just for fun. First thing you got to do is set it to Application Form View, and then when you right-click on it, you'll see there's all these different forms in here. And because I exported Align Fit, it's going to show up in this list. And then I can pick on, pick Align Fit. And there we go. So now I can actually, run this script. Let's go ahead and just, align these edges to those verts, I guess. So I'll align them XYZ. There we go. Now that's the end of it.